So here we are, rounds 4, 5 and 6 of the British Touring Car Championship. As usual, we're going to try and bring you the action from behind the scenes at this exciting circus of horsepower. One thing that's great about working behind the scenes is that we don't have to pander to the needs of corporate sponsors. While sponsorship's very much the lifeblood of the sport, we as independent, unbiased documentary makers are under no obligation to give them exposure. In fact, we're hoping to do the exact opposite by keeping this a sponsor-free zone. However, I'd like to take this opportunity to share with you that all my camera equipment is kept safe during transport in 5-star products. Their professional flight cases are second to none, and their attention to detail is simply breathtaking.
Jack Goff, another personal best in the first sector, so it's Goff and Moffat really now need to watch out for.
Yay, Jack! 3 will do, 1's better. We'll be 1 tomorrow.
Not too bad. We are second row, which puts itself in the mix for tomorrow. For me, the most important thing is putting ourselves in a position where we're not going to get caught up in too much carnage, and hopefully on the front 2 rows you should be a bit clear of it, and looking like it might be rain tomorrow, so get away from the damage sort of mid-pack, 2 clean first laps and see where we end up. You know, the plan is nice 2 first races, solid races, no damage, pick up nice little points, and then race 3 is what it is, but 2 strong first races what we're after.
Race win.
Hey folks, it's Steve again, Jack Goff Racing. As some of you know, this weekend, it's been Easter weekend, and we're at Donington Park for the British Touring Cars. We've been running a competition, which if you're on Jack's Facebook page, you'll know about. What we've been doing is hiding certain sponsors' logos around the circuit. The competition was running till 1 o'clock today. As with these things, not all of them get found. And in this case, the first place prize, which is a grid walk for 2, was not found. So if you want to follow me, we're going to go and find some Jack Goff fans, and we're going to go and present a prize to them. Excuse me, you got a minute? This is Jack Goff TV, okay. This weekend we've been running a competition. This is first place prize, okay. This is a grid walk for 2, for race 3, courtesy of Jack Goff Racing, okay. What's your name?
Dieter.
Dieter, and Beth. And Beth, okay. There you go, that's your prize, okay. You can come to the Eurotech Hospitality, which is just round the corner. You'll get part of the prize as well is 2 baseball caps, and you also get to be part of Jack Goff's Q&A. Okay, nice. All right. So we're just round the corner there.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
That's perfect. Thank you.
4th.
On Sunday, before race 3, I called Jack Goff stalwart Roy Powell requesting an interview. The mobile phone call was particularly clear, which made me ponder if maybe the telecommunications infrastructure was supplied by ICD, who've been connecting people at core level for over 15 years now. We decided to do the interview in my now ageing American RV. During the interview, Roy suggested that maybe I contact Empire RV, who are the country's leading supplier of American recreation vehicles and renowned for their huge stock of premium luxury motorhomes with servicing and repairs in-house to boot. This is something I'm going to ponder while you folks watch this. So Roy, everybody sees you around the paddock, and everybody knows you as sort of everybody's favourite uncle, and a very popular character, but you actually have a history with Jack, don't you, going back quite a way?
Oh yeah, since he was a little lad. I got to know him through his uncle Reg, who started out as a customer of mine and then very quickly became a friend. And Al got involved, Jack's dad. He helped me initially set up an exhibition at Autosport, and then sort of became friends with the whole family. And then when Jack was old enough, he started to race karts, and I helped him along.
Were you tutoring? Explain to us what you were doing with Jack at that time.
Yeah, a little bit of tutoring, trying to set the kart up to get the best from it.
Did you spot something in Jack early on that you couldn't see in other drivers? Did he stand out in the early days?
No, he didn't stand out in the early days. He was just a nice kid, and still is. But I found with youngsters, you get two types of youngsters. Some start out over aggressive and they want to do everything 100 miles an hour, and they need to gradually calm down to be any good. And you get others that start off a little bit more slowly, a bit steady, and they build up, and then the two meet in the middle. So Jack, he was one of the nice ones that needed time to build up his aggression. So.
And do you see any elements of what you taught him in those early days still in his driving now?
The only thing I suppose you can see is smoothness. Encourage smoothness, and that's one of his driving talents. He's very smooth and he's very good in the wet.
I mean, I've only known Jack for 7 years, something like that, and I always have an immense feeling of pride when he does well. Did you get that same thing?
Yeah. He's my extra grandson.
Really?
That's how I view him anyway.
I think he sees you the same way as well, to be quite frank.
That would be nice.
Prediction for race 3?
That's very difficult, because, particularly in touring cars, because anything can happen. If nobody does anything silly that takes him out, I can see him getting at least halfway to the front. I
think it's fingers crossed, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's been such an up and down weekend, some fantastic highs and fantastic lows, that I think it's probably quite unfair to ask you that, because if I don't know the answer either.
I know what I'd like to see, but...
exactly, but we all do that every time. Tell me one thing you know about Jack that would surprise the fans.
I mean, the only thing I would say is that when I first knew him, which was sort of 20 years ago, perhaps more than 20 years, he was a tiny little lad, sort of standing on the fence, watching his uncle race around in the cart, and all he wanted to do was race. He wanted to be a racing driver, and his attitude has never changed from then till now. He's always stayed focused on moving through motorsport. A lot of youngsters, they get to a certain age, girls come into it and they get distracted, not interested in racing anymore, or they like to go down the pub with the lads. He's never been diverted at all. He's always stayed focused on what he wanted to do, and that's quite unusual, I think.
And that's why he is where he is now, I suppose.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Roy, we're getting close to race 3.
Yeah.
I know we're all itching to get down there. Thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.
And let's go and see Jack try and get a result there.
Come and cheer him on.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers. One of the elements of the racing weekend we've grown to love is the hospitality Q&A sessions. Many have commented on how much better they look and sound this year. Well, I feel duty bound to inform you that this isn't due to me hosting it. It's predominantly because of the simply divine sound system supplied by Production Lights and Sound, alongside the beautiful screens supplied by Candio Vision. Also, by deploying some new bulbs from Philips' entertainment division, diffused by Roscoe Filters, we've rigged some state-of-the-art equipment from HSL and AC, all done safely and efficiently using Rope and Rigging Limited. And in the new fabulous documentation from Heartgraph Prints, and hospitality's now complete. Outside of patching up the cars, I have no idea where or how we use sheet metal, but rest assured, whenever we do, we rely on SmartCom, who aren't just sheet metal specialists, they're precision sheet metal specialists. Is that it? Any more? And Wilds. Whenever we need to wild, we rely on Wilds heavily.
Third.
Matt, boost packs.
It's a bit chaotic down here. I can't grab anybody to talk to because everybody's had to leg it onto the grid. Basically, what's happened is Jack had to start from the pit lane and some problem or other. But then lap 1, there's been a red flag. It's absolutely throwing it down. What that means is Jack can actually start in the position that he was originally going to start, which I think will be 9th. Some people are in, some people are out. No idea what's going on, but it's really exciting because what looks like we'd lost everything for this race, with Jack starting from the back, means that he actually gets a second chance. So let's see how this goes, eh? You don't have to go out for the restart, no?
No, I'm going to come in here and make a cup of tea. It is rank. You didn't get that, did you? It wasn't leaking.
Somehow. Sick happens with a day like that. So wait till we have a good day.
These wet dry weekends are always hard because you've got, so many different setup changes. Is it going to be wet? Is it going to be dry? So you've sort of got to compensate and prepare for both. So
overall, happy?
Yeah, happy. Apparently we're P6 in the championship now, so yeah, more than happy. Nice consistent results. So yeah, looking forward to Thruxton.
We'll have some time off.
No, I'm back at work tomorrow, so no time off for us. Bank holidays, we're in work, so yeah. Oh well.
Right. These are your shoes, are they?
Yeah, they're a little bit wet.
From the grid?
Yeah.
Seem to have a lot more people around you this weekend. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, reason why. Priority recruitment. Best guys in the business. Retail hospitality, and now automotive. Dedicated, hard working, and to top it off, they're nice people too.